Welcome into the Sports Buffoons podcast. Yo, let's get go out there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the world. Welcome on and back again, once again, to the Sports Buffoon Studios here at Lenexa, Kansas. Once again, of course, we got more than a full clan with us today. We have Tanner Dawson all the way to my right, Jason JG, and our special guest, because it is draft week. God damn it, you guys, Mr. Todd.
How's it going?
It is great to have Todd along with us. He was here with us last year, as a matter of fact, as well. So if you guys remember, he was kind of our draft expert of the show. He's very coy about it, but you know, the guy does his work. Let's put it that way. So anyways, guys, the great news is we're here for basically a show all about the draft. We're not talking about those shitty-ass Royals who are probably getting beat right now, probably already lost. Who knows? We're not talking about any other nonsense about the NBA, Jason. We are talking about the goddamn NFL draft, which is what this show is all about. So we got, what do we got? 6 players to evaluate today, along with a full Chiefs-only mock draft to cap it off today, which I'm very, very excited about to do as a group. Our goal, if you out there listening, is to put together a better draft than what Brett Veach does in real life.
Correct.
And so, with that said, we're going to allow some trades, if need be, within this mock. But at the end of the day, I want to look back at this in 2 or 3 years and say, we nailed it. We did even better than the GM of the Chiefs. We're going to agree with this as a group and see where things unfold as we go. But anyways, guys,
how it's gonna go?
I got to ask y'all. I know we got a bunch of fresh drinks sitting over here before we get going here. So, Tanner, what are you drinking over there, man?
Hey, I got to keep it light because I got to drive back to Oklahoma tonight. So we got some light beers, Yearling Ultra going into play, and that's kind of where we're sitting at.
All right, go Ultra. Jason JG, what you sipping on, man?
We're gonna go with a lime margarita for right now, but more importantly, I do not have time to share with you guys the national day of the week because this is a draft show. So this is my only time that I get to talk about this stuff. And right now it is National Tar Syndrome Awareness Month. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
The day of the month or the awareness month, but not the day.
I don't care what day it is.
I'm confused about what you just said right there.
National Tar Syndrome Awareness Month. I don't have time to explain it to you, but I care about it. So I'm going to leave it to you guys. You figure it out.
Short version.
I don't know, man.
Tar syndrome?
They wouldn't give it to me.
Tar syndrome.
National Tar Syndrome.
That's what you're worried about right now?
Yeah.
Well, tell me about anything about it. I mean, you said you weren't going to give us the day of the week or whatever the hell.
I think it's the last time I checked. Okay. So give me a couple of years here. Last time I checked is when if you splash through some tar on the highway, if that tar gets into your hairy eyeball, like it's going to cause the tar syndrome. Dude,
I just went to NASCAR last weekend and I didn't have any tar fly up in my eyeballs at all. And I was sitting from the 10th row, and I'm alive, and I don't have any hairy eyeballs and all sudden. What are you talking about? Who has this disease?
It's a thing, man. It's a thing. You need to be careful when you're driving down the highway. Just don't let that tar splatter in your eyeball, man. I'm just telling you right now. Like you guys need to research this on your own. Okay,
so leave your windows up.
I want you guys to understand that this show is for entertainment purposes only. Okay. Like, I'm not here to educate you on anything except for the Chiefs. But once we get outside of the Chiefs topic, if we're not talking about the Chiefs, this is for entertainment purposes only.
Todd, can I ask you, have you ever had tar fly in your face?
No. Negative.
I didn't think so.
I didn't think so. It's very interesting, though, that you brought that up. But those who, I'm glad you brought awareness to the situation.
This guy should be talking about it because he's on the highways every freaking day, man. He's got a long commute every single day when he drives to and from work. So if there's one guy on this show that should be aware of the tar splashing in his face or on his balls or what have you, this is the guy that should be aware of it. So I'm just trying to make awareness of it, man. You got one freaking month.
You did your part, man.
Todd, I'm going to ask you, speak into the little circle at the top.
This thing.
Yeah, I just want to
Is that
make sure I hear you correct.
Okay.
Everybody sounds
Were
great.
you not hearing
Good.
me the first time?
I wasn't, but that was the best intro you've had in months.
I'm glad. Sometimes that's what it takes.
How about this?
If you know what I'm
Todd?
talking about, Todd, no, stop.
No, he wants.
Todd
it.
needs to
He
tell us
wants
what
the
he's
smoke,
sipping on
dude.
right now. We don't
He
want to
wants
see
the
hairy
smoke.
eyeballs and
This
and
guy
guitars.
wants.
tar.
It is International Guitar Month.
Guitar
I
month.
thought you said
This
it was
I thought
guy-
you said tar month.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. International Guitar Month. This guy right here, man, he's a guitar player, and I've known that about him for so many years. And when I talked to him about all the different songs that he can play on the guitar, I was just like, okay. So I know you like Metallica.
Yeah.
And you and I are both big fans of Metallica.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just give me a short list of a couple of songs? Just give me your top 2 songs to play that are Metallica songs on the guitar, because I know you can do it. I know you can bring the smoke.
Nothing else matters. That's number 1.
Okay.
Fade to Black and Master of Puppets minus the solo
But one.
towards the end.
One.
I can play one.
Ooh, I like that
Yeah.
one. Big fan of it.
I'm done.
Fantastic.
That's all I have to say.
All right, Todd. Other than that, what are you sipping on, man?
I got me a Pepsi, and this is my show beer. I got a Yingling from Tanner.
Very
I,
nice.
I drank it earlier, so
Now that is from St. Louis. We're not big fans of that place. So, but we'll deal with it. It's okay. I think mine's from
Forgive me,
New
please.
Belgium, Fort Collins, Colorado. I got a little Voodoo Ranger Juice Force today. That'll be what I'm sipping on throughout the show here. But I appreciate, dude, that was awesome, JG, what you did there. I appreciate your influence on the industry and showcasing some of the talents we have here at the case.
Just to let you know, I'm not here for my awesomeness, but I am here for the fact that I care about the audience so much. So
That's good, man. That's good.
that's all I care about is the audience. So
We appreciate you
We're
for
here for
that.
you guys.
We appreciate you for that. You care about the audience. That's the important part.
Yeah, well, I'm just glad that Todd came along to join us today. Like I said, he is kind of our draft expert. We had him on, like I said, last year, and we have some great prospects to talk about. And I think he's going to give us some good insight on a few of them. So a few of these were your personal selection, by the way. So let's keep that in mind.
I didn't study up on them as much. As I did last
Oh
year,
boy! All right, he had some interesting ones that I actually started to watch myself and was like, "Damn!" He's actually been the guy probably that's introduced me to certain prospects that I've looked into myself and been very impressed by for the most part. So it's given me some work to do and do some due diligence going into the draft here coming Thursday, which, by the way, I cannot wait for, guys. Starting at 7 p.m., the NFL draft. We, the Buffoons, at least, will be at a bar very close by, in the party room, in a back room with a projector and everything. So
It's where we
I'm-
belong.
I am pumped for that.
Where we belong.
Well, the reason we belong there, guys, back in 2022 was the last time we went to this place. We had 2 draft picks in that draft class in the first round.
Good
The
class.
reason, very good class, best draft class of Brett Veach's career. And the reason we're going back to this place again, once again, with the Chiefs having 2 draft picks in the first round. So I figured, why not make it happen again and have a great draft class and get back to where we made things work the first time as a group. We're not superstitious, but something's about stitious anyway. But guys, you guys ready to dive into the first prospect of the night
Let's do it.
before we get to the mocks?
have to do it.
All right.
That's what I'm here for.
Now you're gonna love this guy, man. You might be your favorite IDP when it comes to fantasy because
Oh, gosh.
his name is Gabe Jacas. Now
Jacas?
it might be spelled a little differently. You might pronounce it a little differently if you were just a white boy and you don't know any better. But Gabe Jacas is the way you pronounce this guy's name. He is 6'4", 260 pounds, edge, and a guy can play with his hand in the dirt or upstanding. We've seen a little bit of both. To me, the way I see this guy, he's maybe the best in the entire draft at setting the edge as a defender. The way I saw him, he put up 30 reps on the bench press. Basically, it shows a lot to me with his strength and every down, basically against the run especially. Guy can really basically funnel everything back inside with that arm length and strength, which impressed me the most with watching him on tape. He walks back offensive tackles, and he also has a few pass rush moves. One of the things I noticed about him was that he wasn't just a guy who just ran at you and put his arms on you and thought he could get by with length. He also has some rip and dive moves as well, rip and swim moves, I should say. They really impressed me that I was like, okay, this guy's got some movements to go along with the strength. But one thing that really stood out to me was the 1.59 10-yard split that put him almost equally with Jalen Phillips from 2021.
Nice little get off there.
And Jalen Phillips also hit that 1.59 10-yard split, which, if you guys know, obviously as an edge rusher defender, you want that initial burst to be what gets you where you're going. That's the most important factor you have as a pass rusher. But what I will say about this guy, Gabe Jacas, is that it's not his pass rushing that really impressed me. It was the run defending and the way he was able to basically control linemen on the point of attack at that point. And he's kind of relentless. What I noticed about him was basically he just knows how to win against good offensive tackles. And his pass rush win rate was 15% this past season. So he's not really going to be a guy that beats you off with speed off the edge. He does run in the high 4.6s. He's not going to be a guy like Arvell Reese who runs in the 4.4s. David Bailey runs a 4.5. This is going to be more of a guy that beats you with some physicality and basically just within smarts and IQ of the game and knowing when to make adjustments and with some moves. What I told you the other day, Todd, about him was that he reminded me a lot, guys, I know Chiefs fans are listening, of a not as high quality Justin Houston. Basically, a lot of similarities as Justin Houston, but Justin Houston was his own special breed. I'm not going to want to say a guy is Justin Houston, but this guy is actually, from what I've seen, close, and he's going to go in the same round. Jay Jacas, to me, is going to go in the third round, maybe second round in this year's class, depending on how things fall, of course. But my biggest problem with him is probably that he bites a little bit on play fakes too often, and so he will need work staying home on some of those option plays and the bootlegs of the world and that kind of thing. But otherwise, man, if you just want a stout edge who is also going to at times come home and make things wreak havoc for the quarterback, I love him as a prospect. So I like him a lot, man. Todd, what do you have to say?
Honestly, it sounds to me from what you described like he might be a little more athletic. George Karlaftis,
sure,
got the size, can play the run. George probably got a little more motor, but that I like what you described there.
Yeah, I was really pleasantly surprised when I did some work on him to see some of the things, especially the strength. Like I said, 30 reps on the bench press, it equaled Justin Houston. And then on the 10-yard split, he actually beat Houston on the 10-yard split, but Houston beat him in the 40 total. Houston was a 4.26. Meanwhile, Jacas is in the high 4.6s. But like I said, man,
Houston might have him by what, 20 pounds too? Wasn't Houston pretty good size?
Well, Gabe Jacas is he's 6'4", 260. Houston might have been 270.
Okay.
So it might be like around a 10-pound difference kind of thing. But so, I mean, I like it for the value if you can get this kind of player in the late second or early third, something around that range. And as we know, guys, there's movers all around the draft board. So Chiefs don't pick right now in the early third, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. So early third, late second, I could see Jacas going off the board is kind of what I'm thinking about this guy. So anyways, Tanner, I'm going to throw it over to you, man. What are you doing? Are you over there?
You should probably send it to me at this
He's
point.
listening to Limp Bizkit right now. We're in the middle of a show. What's wrong with you? Was that My Way by Limp Bizkit? I just heard.
I think we lost connection. Oh no, we're still live. We're still live. Okay.
Oh, we're still alive.
Picture's gone, but it's all right, guys. It's all right. We'll get to figure out.
We don't need a picture right now. We're good.
It's fine.
Come on, Tanner.
We're live. We're gonna play here. Look, I think the big thing I didn't, and I must have missed it while I was messing around with these settings.
That's fine.
But the RAS score, 9.59 out of 10 for this guy.
Gabe Jacas.
Well,
sounds like a Chiefs guy to me.
Great
so
stuff, man.
but I think it's somebody that we need more. Sorry, I'm putting them next to the mic. More power than, I mean, it's what we need is guys that can be powerful. A guy that can also split out into different roles when need be. This is a guy that can play D end with the hand down, and this guy that can play on the offensive linebacker side or outside linebacker side, hand up. You need, because we have so many holes on this team.
He's an every down player. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, we have so many holes on this team. You need a guy to be able to bounce outside. You got to be able to bounce inside. Like, you need that versatility on this team. And this guy sounds exactly what we're looking for. And it's, again, projected right now. A lot of the mocks have him in the second round. But you did say, like, there was some that I had in the third round. I wouldn't mind him.
No, I think there's a small chance he could fall a little bit lower is all. And he's from Illinois. He's got a lot of production. And overall, I was just really impressed watching him on tape. And I think there's a lot of things that translate well to the NFL when I watch him play. So that's kind of what impressed me the most. So JG, you got any input on Mr. Jacas?
I like his strength. I like the change of direction skills at 6'4", 260 pounds. I understand that the use of his hands when rushing the passer is a work in progress, but I personally think he's going to be a highly productive pass rusher, and I think it would be worth the risk. You're telling me that I can get him in the second round.
Yeah, I like the Jalen Phillips comparison with him quite a bit. I mean, they're very similar attributes physically, and so let's hope that the guy pans out to be that way. But this year's class, man, with edge rushers is very interesting. I think there's a lot of guys that are going to be good quality players, maybe not elite, maybe not special by any means, but are going to be those guys that you respect for what they're able to do, and better than Mike Dana. Sorry to throw shade at Mike Dana right now, but guys, better than what we had this previous year here at defensive end. And that's what we're looking for at the moment, is to get some freaking guys out there know what the fucking they're doing.
We do got a comment here real quick. I want to shout out Goose, follower of the Kansas City Chiefs. Very big fan of the Kansas City Chiefs, even who lives in Green Bay. Is this me giving Goose a hard time? But he did say Walker III will make the Chiefs legit next year. 1,000-yard rusher. So with Mahomes.
Sure, I expect that too.
I mean, he's been a 1,000-yard rusher pretty much every year. So
no, I expect that too.
Appreciate you, Goose. Thanks for reposting.
Come on out, Goose.
All right, Goose. We got another guy to get next to. We got Jack Kelly. Guys, this should be obvious why I'd bring him up right now. This BYU linebacker. I mean, he's got all the things Andy Reid likes when it comes to prospects, guy. BYU, white dude, linebacker. It all makes sense, man. But no, the truth be told, he's very versatile in a lot of ways. He's a BYU linebacker who played a lot of off ball, but also lined up sometimes on the edge as well. Ended up with 10.5 sacks this past year for BYU. But his measurables are great, guys. 6'1", 240 pounds, ran a 4.57 at the combine, as a matter of fact. His RAS score, by the way, was 9.72, which is top 3 for linebackers all time. So let's keep that in mind. So who would have thought a white boy doing that kind of work, man?
Don't
Awesome.
forget about it's 3-cone. It's 3-cone, 7.12. It is in the above average category for his position.
So one of the things I liked about him too, bringing that up, is that they used him all over the field. When I was watching him play the spy. He was playing off ball. He was playing on the edge. They lined him up a lot like Leo Chenal in a lot of ways we've done here with the Chiefs, or even what he did at Wisconsin for Leo, or you're lining him up with the zero technique over the center at times. Basically, as a guy, you're supposed to be rangy. Rangy is probably the best word to describe him in a lot of ways. And special teams ability. Guy played special teams 100% of the snaps and was impactful in that way as well. So for me, I just think it makes sense, man. I just think it makes sense. And like I said, we had the 10 sack season this past year with an off-ball hybrid linebacker is pretty impressive. Now, what I will say about him when I watched him on tape, he's not super physical. He's not a guy that's going to necessarily take on tackles or take on guards one-on-one, come up, get their hands on him. It's not going to work that way with him. He's very finesse. He wants to go around you rather than through you. But that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. If you can make it work with your speed, then that's great. You can be finesse as long as you're good at it. Derek Johnson, in a lot of ways, guys, think about this. Derek Johnson, one of the best finesse linebackers we've ever seen in Chiefs history, maybe the best.
Absolutely.
And he was a very finesse linebacker. But by that, I just mean he wasn't taking on blockers. He was trying to figure out a way to dive under them to make plays in the backfield.
Right.
And Jack Kelly reminds me a little bit of that style of play.
Jack Kelly did have the inconsistency, about 22% rate of consistent missed tackles.
Yeah, missed tackles are a problem.
So missed tackles are a big thing. And that we've known that as a Chiefs fan, that bites you in the freaking you know what.
For sure. Missed tackles are a big problem with Jack Kelly.
Yes.
I'm glad you brought that up.
That's a big thing.
I just think at the end of the day, we're talking about BYU and Andy Reid, and Chiefs have linebacker needs.
6th round taking.
6th round? Okay. Well, right now, from what I've studied at least, I think he's looking to go in the 5th round. So knowing Andy Reid, he might reach a little bit, but 6th round would be awesome.
On mock drafts, he's been around between 200 and 270. So it's a big variety that a lot of mocks are
I just have a feeling we're going to really like him more than we should. We got the Dan
we like to reach out.
We've had safeties in the past too who are BYU guys. I'm just saying, man, this fits the Andy Reid mold, and the fact he's flexible in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Plays special teams. He's going to be basically the replacement for some of the turds we have right now on special teams defense. And so I'll put it that way. Like Jack Cochran and such, basically to continue that mold of player within the Chiefs' current.
But again,
place.
he's a violent guy. His hands are crazy. Like he can get where he pressures. He had 29 QB pressures.
Yeah, his pressures were great, but,
Like-
but they came from speed pressures. What I'm saying, outside edge speed
Correct.
pressures. He's not physical. You might say violent, but what I'm saying
He's
is
violent.
he's a guy who
Correct.
knows how to get around tackles and guards rather than through them.
Correct.
And so I think there's a place for him in the league, and it would make sense. And the reason I bring him up at all for you guys out there listening is because he fits what the Chiefs would take somewhere in the later rounds of this draft. So that's why I wanted to bring him up. But anyways, guys, sorry to take it all away, but go ahead. Any other comments?
I don't know anything about him. So
Fair enough, Todd. Fair enough, Todd.
What do you got, Jason?
Oh, I think he's a good run defender. And, if we want to oversimplify the game of football, what do you have to do? You have to run the ball and stop the run. And that's what Jack Kelly is. He's a good run defender. He's going to stop the run. He's got solid instincts against the run, but he's also has good pass production in college. He had 35 sacks in college. And so I like him. I like the player. And I think if you can bring a guy in that can stop the run, then I'm all for it.
I want you to think too with Jack Kelly is like he was part of a defense for BYU the last couple of years where it brought this team into contention for a playoff spot most of the time, right?
Yeah.
They were leading late in the previous year until everything fell apart. But this team was a legit contender for most of the year in college, and he was part of that big impact of it. And that's what you're looking for is a team guy that can really help elevate the team, to elevate the defense up. He could make an impact. It's probably not right away, but he is a guy that maybe we can look at to developing too.
He's not a starter by any means on year one. I'll put it that way. He's going to be a special teamer. And basically, I'm hoping as a Chiefs fan, Jeffrey Bossa can step up and be a starter.
I'm really
in year
hoping for
year
Bossa.
two, I should say.
Yeah.
And then maybe this guy can be a guy that replaces the Jack Cochrans and et cetera of the world that we have in this organization. So anyways, that's my plan. So, all right, guys, we got 3 more to get to before we do our mock draft. Let's go ahead and get down with the nitty gritty of some of your favorite prospects you brought up anyway, Todd. Treydan Stukes, DB from Arizona. He actually played 6 years in college total. Very hybrid, versatile type of player. Due to his experience, was able to line up at nickel along with box safety. 6'1", 195, but ran a 4.33 at the combine. He'll be 25 years old before the season begins.
didn't realize he was that old.
25 years old, so that's something to keep in mind. But I see he's going to be a rotational player early in his career. So, what are your thoughts so far from what you've seen from Mr. Stukes?
I haven't done too much studying on Treydan Stukes, but I've heard other podcasters talk about him, saying he could play some safety, maybe switch over to corner, and just a solid player.
Yeah, I think right now I've been seeing some interesting things that I don't really agree with. I've seen him going like late second, which I think is too early personally.
I would say probably late third.
And so like more the late third, early
A lot of
fourth.
early day 3. A lot of early
Day three makes way more sense to me.
Yeah.
I don't see him going because I for some reason I've seen like late second off my board, and I'm like, this doesn't make sense. I think maybe that late third, early fourth would make way more sense for this kind of guy. And he is 25 years old. Something to think about.
That probably knocks him around.
And yeah, it's going to be, you only have to understand it's 3-year contract. If you produce well, you might get more. But you might be a guy, the way I see him, is that could come in right away and be versatile and starting or rotational starting for your roster, especially in 3 safety sets, which the Chiefs love, by the way.
No, absolutely.
And so he would make sense in a lot of ways with that. And also at this point for the Chiefs, we just need guys that, we just need players. Brian Cook's gone from this roster. And so for me, I just think that having anybody who's athletic like that, like I said, 6'1", runs a 4.33, you can work with that, I think.
You can really look at this guy too and see that he had a torn ACL the year before, breakout year the year after, breakout year. And that's the exact kind of thing you want to see after a torn ACL and coming out of the draft.
Yeah.
You don't want to see a dip in production. You want to see an increase in production. And he exactly did that this last year.
And luckily in today's world, ACLs aren't the end of the world.
Correct.
Come back
Not
from those,
anymore.
like no big deal. Dude, ever since Adrian Peterson ran for 2,000 yards in a single season, the year after returning his ACL,
It's rare.
I said, screw the
rare.
ACLs. I don't give a damn about him
Jamal
anymore.
came back pretty strong.
And Jamal came back very strong. Another great point. Yeah, absolutely. I guess one thing for me when it comes to Stukes is that he was better in zone coverage than what I saw in man coverage. So he can play in the nickel. He can play in the hybrid safety linebacker kind of slot kind of a deal. But in man coverage is where he got beat the most. So maybe a Chamari Connor.
That's exactly. I'm afraid we're going to see another Chamari.
Talk about, but
I don't want to see another Chamari. In this
it might be something similar, but imagine, man, Chamari's bad in coverage, man. He's just bad, especially with what this role is currently as a Chief. And so I just think maybe something similar to that. But dude, I think there's something to work with the Stukes other than 25.
I mean, if you're talking a day 3 guy, though, right, guys? Like,
sure,
those
you're not
are
having
the
to put up a lot of
stabs you're going
value.
after. Look at Trey Smith, right? This guy was coming off an injury a few years ago, right?
Sure.
And
In the sixth round.
he was projected to be a second round.
What do you have? Blood clots?
Yeah. He like some kind of like leg issue, blood clot issue, and nobody wanted to take a stab at him. And the Chiefs went out in the 6th round, said, "Hey, we'll give you a chance." And look what he's now. He's freaking dominant. Had a big contract extension, all pro. And this is the thing: day 3 is take a stab at this guy. This guy might not start. Jalen Watson, same thing. Big call out there. He was a guy I recruited. I had to do a Houston Texans mock draft the year that he did for Dan at Let's Talk Sports. I'm not a Texans fan, but I'm a draft fan, so I went for it. Jalen Watson was a guy I was out there recruiting, and I'm like, man, I would love this guy in the 6th round. What did we freaking do? Chiefs went out and got him. And then what did he do? Big impact player. Exactly the kind of guy I was hoping for. I'd say, if you're talking about it, I don't want day 2. You're talking about early day 3, I'd love it. I would love it. I'd be okay with that.
We need defensive backs on this roster.
We need a lot of holes, man. There's a lot of
So I think especially later in the draft is going to be where we really hit those guys up, and especially if we skip on that in the 1st round, then that's pretty much what we have to focus on day 3 is defensive backs, safeties, and corners as well.
Yeah, we're getting at least 3.
We have to. I think we have to.
Cornerbacks, safeties.
We need a lot of stuff, man. This roster's got to be figured out.
I mean, especially a 6'2" guy, right? Right around 6'2" for him. Like having that size and corner to go with Noel, it would be huge. Would be huge.
Yeah. Now we'll see how he's used. We got to figure out who's going to be our nickel. Trent McDuffie's gone, obviously. So I don't know what the plan is yet, but I mean, it's
Fulton's still around, right?
Yeah.
Who?
Fulton.
But you can't count on him for 17 games.
Can't count him for 17.
Maybe 8.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got 2 more to go. Next on my list, I got Deion Burks, wide receiver from OU, which this guy's kind of hilarious in my opinion in a lot of ways because he is almost the exact same size as Hollywood Brown and plays very similarly. It's when it comes to college programs, what you see is a lot of similar type of prospects come through the system, and I think this guy fits the mold of what Hollywood Brown was. Now, of course, at OU, he put up huge production compared to what Deion Burks did. But you got a 5'9", 3 1/4 height, so almost 5'10", 185, and then ran a 4.3 flat at the combine, combined with a 42.5 vertical, by the way. So him for me is going to be a big time yak guy. Basically, you're going to scheme him open in a lot of ways, and he's not going to be a WR1 or WR2. It's not going to be that kind of situation. But you're going to find ways to get him the ball basically in space, which we've seen, as a Chiefs fan, our whole lives. We've tried to draft guys like Dexter McCluster and DeAnthony Thomas and, a bunch of other turds along the way. And this might be another turd. I'm not going to say that for sure, but, something similar to that.
Let me ask you this, guys. Let me ask you this. If you're telling me in 5 years, this is a 5-year player, by the way, 5-year player, and you scored 14 touchdowns between 2 schools. 14 touchdowns between 2 schools, 151 receptions between 2 schools in 5 years. Are we really looking at a high level on this guy? Is this really somebody we're targeting?
A quarterback issue or
Purdue and Oklahoma? Take your pick. He did 2 years at Purdue. The rest of the time was with Oklahoma. 3 years to Purdue, but still, to me, he never elevated that much. And the fact that you were around for 5 years means to tell me that you were not ever high enough to be drafted where you're at. Like the fact that he did 5 years, probably has the stats, probably has the line, the experience. It's a big pass for me. It really is. It's a big red flag. Like these college players are sure getting more money, but to me, if you're around for 5 years, there's a red flag somewhere, and I don't like it. I'm not around for it.
I got you. Fair enough. Todd, what do you think about it?
Andy Reid, he likes sudden guys. He likes smooth movers, and he likes getting the ball to guys in space.
Yeah.
He seems like kind of like you said.
Yeah,
quick
he
screens,
likes
bubble
to
screens.
scheme open players. Andy Reid does.
Yep.
And so he's the kind of guy that's a big yak, basically underneath
Yeah.
or vertical, one or the other. It's going to be one or the other. Basically, no intermediate ability. Let's just throw it out the window. Intermediate ability is out the window. And so basically, to me, what I'm looking at is like it's what Hollywood Brown was supposed to be, maybe when he was brought to the Chiefs 2 years ago, originally.
But isn't that what Jalen Royals was supposed to be?
Royals is a lot more
Is supposed to
physical, a lot more size.
Because he's a
It's very-
yak guy, though. He's the same yak guy.
Yeah, but he's not a guy. I think he's a guy that could actually probably be a actual run a route. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
But I don't know that Deion Burks is going to be a guy that you expect to go beat coverage and run a route. And
So kind of like a Tyreek in a way.
well,
Same size.
well,
That's what I'm saying.
No. Tyreek can actually run routes and beat coverage.
Yeah.
That's totally different. Actually.
Let me ask you this though: if your only goal is to scheme guys open, wouldn't that have worked out back in the day with McCole Hardman? Like, are we now?
Well, dude, I have to tell you something right now. McCole Hardman's dumb as fuck. I'm sorry. If you're listening, McCole, you're dumb as fuck. I'm serious. I have nothing else to say,
I'm
man.
getting
You're
sick and
fucking
tired
stupid.
of this shit because I've been trying to scheme guys open since Darren Sproles. Okay, Darren Sproles was the guy that you just get him open in space and he would fucking destroy
Sproles was
anybody,
special.
dude.
Yeah, Sproles was special, man. Hardman was never special. Never at Georgia. So Hardman was never special at Georgia, man.
I'm just getting
That
tired.
was never
of,
anything special about.
I'm getting tired of this whole narrative of scheming guys open. Like I feel
No,
like we
I'm
should
just talking
put
about
that
the way
to
that
rest.
Andy Reid runs his offenses. He likes to develop schemes based around creating basically a one read system, even though probably you don't have a quarterback that needs that. Maybe Justin Fields might one day, but Patrick Mahomes does not need to have a one read system with this offense. But Andy Reid loves that idea. He loves having a one read system. And these kind of players are something that he's always been interested in. For whatever reason, he likes undersized receivers who can scheme open. So that's my point with that.
Sure.
But
I
Deion
just like
Burks,
somebody to stay healthy for once.
for sure, stay healthy. With Deion Burks says it has a injury history too, by the way. So I don't know, man.
He did have a 8 out of 10 on the Strong Hands and the Pro Football Focus rankings too. So, I mean, give it to that, right? If the ball gets thrown to him, generally he's coming down with it. That's
All
what
right,
that
so
does.
we have a guy with speed and yak ability, basically can make guys miss in a phone booth, essentially. So what are we thinking, guys? Is this going to be a 4th, 5th round pick or what?
I'd say fourth. I don't know. If
Yeah, I have him as a 4th. He's my D'Anthony Thomas.
Right now he's going late 3rd, early 4th. I would not want him in the 3rd by any means.
Oh hell no! Especially
But
on his Chiefs pick.
You tell me you get him in the 4th, I'd be happy with it. I'd
If
be
we
okay.
get him in the
I'd be
4th
okay with it. I'm not gonna say happy.
If you get
I'd
him
be
in the
okay.
4th, I'll be mad because that meant we probably didn't address receiver earlier in the draft.
Correct.
And I'm gonna say, are you fucking kidding me? Like we're gonna do that right
Like
now.
Sky Moore,
That's gonna be
George
our
Pickens
WR4
all over again, man.
Is that our WR4? I'll be pissed. I'm not gonna lie. So that's the way I'll take that with Deion Burks. So guys, as I told you before, whenever we do these breakdowns, I'm not gonna like every guy we talk about. And Burks is one of those that's just not my favorite thing. Doesn't really fit what I'm looking for as a Chiefs receiver, basically.
I'm not going to touch him in the 9th round, but guess what? We don't have a 9th round, so
You're not taking.
into that.
A ninth round?
No,
Well, do we have an 8th?
I don't like nothing against. Okay, so now
Well-
we have to do this whole thing.
What was Trent Green? Was he?
No,
was he
nothing.
He's an 8th, I believe.
Trent was an 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
nothing. It's nothing against the smaller people that are on planet Earth, but he's a little bit too small of an individual for me, man.
I told him.
I
we
want
brought it up.
big. I want big NFL players. I don't want the small, like the word that I'm not going to say.
You can say it, man. It's okay.
Nah, I don't want to offend anybody.
I appreciate it, man.
I don't want.
You're really thoughtful.
I don't like.
You're
to
really
offend
thoughtful.
people.
I appreciate
Yeah,
you.
I don't like the smaller. I don't like smaller NFL players. That's all I'm saying.
Little
All right.
people.
Let's talk about a guy I actually do like that I spent some
Fuck you,
time
man.
on.
Don't laugh at me.
Running back, Kaytron Allen from Penn State. He is one of 2 running backs from Penn State, by the way, in this class. 5'11", 219 pounds is what we're looking at roughly. Seems like his weight does fluctuate a little bit, but for me, some of the things I saw, I really enjoyed watching him. Actually, he's got great balance and lower body to run through arm tackles. Can run inside or off tackle, and he's great at off tackle, by the way. It's very natural at allowing blocks to set up and hits his hole quickly. I saw a lot of pulling guards at Penn State all the time, which reminded me a lot of some of the stuff we used to do with O-line back in the day in the 2000s Chiefs. He would have fit perfectly with that kind of thing.
The LJ Chiefs.
LJ Priest Holmes Chiefs, yeah, of course. Well, got a lot of pulling guards kind of thing. And a lot of productions, guys. He had 43 touchdowns in his college career and a lot of games played. I mean, the guy just seems kind of like a workhorse.
Penn State legend. He's the all-time leading rusher, guys.
Yeah.
4,180.
4,000.
That's all it is. 769 carries. This guy runs. He knows how to find the holes. This guy, there's a reason why Penn State was ranked and favored to begin the college football year to win the national championship. It's because of the run game, not Drew Roller, because of the freaking run game.
And Singleton, the other running back, too.
Let's Singleton give him as well. Too. Singleton.
But I'm just saying, like, this guy is kind of the workhorse for a bit. What's funny, Singleton's ranked ahead of him. If you look at
that's crazy.
A lot of things online. Right now, running back rankings, Singleton's ahead of him almost every single time. And Allen, for me, what I liked most about him basically was just his patience. And his shoulder pads are always faced towards the end zone. And what I mean by that is basically you never see this guy going sideways. He's always sideways, but turning upfield. One cut and go. Always ready to basically make that next cut and get up.
To me, looking at it, it was like a classic early on Le'Veon Bell. Very patient. Very patient and knew how to find the hole where he needed to be. That was my thing with this guy.
Priest Holmes and Le'Veon Bell were
the patience
part
is huge
for where Le'Veon Bell lost that after his walkout year, but but like that, it was that patience where he wasn't necessarily doing Pacheco stuff where you're just running into freaking linemen's butts.
Oh hell no, this is the opposite.
It was exactly what you're saying.
He's the exact opposite of Pacheco.
So
in a lot of ways.
It was like a Le'Veon Bell style to me, is what I was thinking of.
Sounds like we need to bring him in on a short yardage back.
Yeah, what do you think about Allen and just kind of what you've seen out of him, anyways?
Big, strong kid. I mean, what he averaged 6.2 yards a carry last year. Yep. I'm a big fan of the 6-yard mark.
For sure.
In college, I don't know if I don't think he caught a lot of balls out of the backfield. I don't know if he's capable or not.
No, but I can tell you what, he could pass protect. It's something we've seen a lot is that he's at least in the backfield and passing downs. I mean, he can pass protect, which to me is going to be important when it translates to the pro game.
Sure.
And your availability on the field. Because especially with the Chiefs, we need a guy as an RB2 who can pass protect and sit back there as well as, run through the tackles at the same time.
Sure.
I do want to shout out, he only had 2 fumbles. 400 plus touches.
For his whole career, which was a lot of production.
2 fumbles.
Sounds like our guy.
Sounds like Kareem Hunt almost, in a way.
Oh, there's a lot of great things. And so one of the things, or I guess one of the knocks you might say about him is that he ran in the mid 4.5s, was his projected 40-yard time. He did not run an official 40 at the combine, by the way. No, but what I saw on tape from him, he looks like a 4.5 flat guy to me. If I had to compare him to other prospects I've seen along the way, he's not going to blaze you for 70 yards necessarily, but guy can pick up 40 to 50 yards with ease. I've seen him run down sidelines. I've seen him beat guys to the edge. I've seen him beat angles. So he's not slow by any means, guys. I want to put that out there. He's not slow. So there's some good things to work with.
I want to say Kareem Hunt ran like a 4.6.
Yeah, Kareem was he was pretty slow from Toledo.
And he was a fantastic back. So
yeah, absolutely.
I'm not worried about the 40 time. That doesn't bother me one bit.
This was a guy I walked into it not knowing what to expect necessarily. And after spending some time on him, I'm just like, the guy's got vision, patience, and cutback ability, one cut and go at times. I mean, he runs well in a power offense, power blocking scheme, follows blockers well. I mean, he can read defense as well. There's a lot of things to like about him.
What the Big Ten has won, 3 of the last 4 championships, 3 of the last 5, 4 of the last 5, something in the range. This is a guy that played in the Big Ten against some really, really, really good defenses and still put up the numbers he did.
Yeah.
Think about the competition level that he had to face. Like he faced some guys.
He's a bruiser, man. I think that the last running back we covered was Emmett Johnson from Nebraska. It might have been the last one, which was a couple months ago, actually. Correct. totally different styles, by the way, from Emmett Johnson to this. And I like both quite a bit. But, man, I think Kaytron Allen, he fits the mold of your plug-and-play RB2 in the NFL. I think he can walk in from day one and be the backup to Kenneth Walker right away.
Yeah, I think he could
That's
too.
the way I see him right now. From
He
everything
definitely
I've seen.
takes over Rashard Smith.
And
So.
even if he is not good at catching the football, you can learn to get better at that.
Sure. Here's the thing. Kenneth Walker is, regardless of whatever the public opinion was at one time. And then Rashard Smith was well, former receiver and everything. So even if catching the ball is not your forte, well, I think that Allen is great at a lot of other things that are really productive, that means a lot to an offense. So, and I think rotational wise, I think he's a guy that could probably plug in, probably get 80 to 100 carries this season for your team.
Yes.
And be productive and average maybe 4.5 yards a carry.
Well, my thing is, I don't know that Walker has stayed healthy over the past 3 years, so he might come in and play 2 games and start 2 games. I think Walker's probably averaged about 220 carries a year.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you think about it too. Like last year was like his full first year, I believe, if I remember right, his first full year since his rookie season.
Yeah, Charbonnet took a lot of carries as well.
Yeah,
along the way.
But Kenneth Walker does have that injury history that we have to be aware of.
He does.
He still rushed for over 1,000,
I like
950 something on his injured years. But there is that still worry that the guy could.
That's why, as much as I like Walker, I want another running back to be RB2 ready. And when I say RB2, I mean be willing to split. Let's say Walker gets 65%. I want the RB2 to get 35, and then the other whatever percent you could throw to random bums, whatever.
Yeah,
Short Smith, whatever.
What do you got,
Jason? Did you win?
Yeah.
What happened?
No, the thing that I like with Kaytron Allen is that he's very difficult to bring down, and that he runs with power and patience, as you guys were alluding to earlier. It's not like the worst thing that could happen to the Chiefs this year is that we bring in Kenneth Walker III and just play, okay, yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, we're not good. Not good.
That'd be the stupidest thing you could fucking do. So with Allen, yeah, I just, I like the guy, and I hope that we can figure out a way to bring him in. So
I like him. I have him. Let's see on my board. Let me pull it up one more time. He is looking to me like one of those late third, early fourth kind of guys.
Exactly what you said.
Is where I'm looking at so far. The running backs are going to be really interesting this year, guys. I think there's some good running backs. I know there's people out there like, oh, the running back class isn't that great. No, I promise you, there's some good players out there. You understand the role players, which in today's league, as a running back, you're almost all role players. You know what I mean? And you're all going to play some kind of a role within your position which is great in a lot of ways. It'll keep you healthier. You're not as injured, and you might not get 300 carries anymore like Derrick Henry and back in the day, Sean Alexander and Priest Holmes and Larry Johnson, guys like that. We don't need that anymore, guys. But in the Chiefs offense, we need guys that can rotate in and be ready for popping up when we need you, basically. That's how it works here in Chiefs Kingdom. So anyways, those are Tanner, hold on. Tanner, do you have one?
I do. And it's a position we haven't talked about.
Give us the one.
It's a position we haven't talked about the whole entire draft couple months here. It's a quarterback. Believe it or not, guys, it's a quarterback.
Tell me about him.
Quite frankly, the guys that we brought into the practice squads have been cool. They ain't great.
We got Justin Fields, man. What do you want?
We got Justin Fields. Well, actually, funny enough, I like to look at teams that are bad, like the Jets, like the Giants, like the Titans and their pods, and listen in to see who they're looking at deep in the draft here. One guy that came across my X profile here on Jetcast pod, by the way. They make some really good draft notes and prospects about this. North Dakota State, Cole Payton, quarterback. So his when he was a 1 year starter, he went 12-1. This is not the same as, by the way, what's his face that went to San Francisco COVID year.
Trey
Lance.
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance lovers out there. This is not the same kind of guy. There was not a 2-game you played and you were the best thing since sliced bread. This is not that thing. This guy actually played football games his year and won games. Okay. 1 year as a starter, he was 12-1, 72% completion. He threw for 2,119 yards, 16 touchdowns, 4 picks, 777 rushing yards, 13 touchdowns, 5.7 a carry. He was also a Walter Payton Award finalist. He was the number 1 graded FCS quarterback as well from Pro Football Focus. Here's the thing. The Chiefs just went after Justin Fields. Okay? This is not a typical Chiefs move at all.
No, but I love that move, by the way.
I love it. Why
Give
not?
up like nothing for it.
Yeah, correct. Why not stick aggressive? Why not go get a guy that can still move around just like Mahomes does, Fields does, and makes those throws that need to be? And go get a guy that is currently projected around the 5th, 6th round. Go get your possible guy in case something happens, in case Mahomes isn't ready, in case Fields, something happens with Fields. You'll get a guy that could back you up. I quite frankly think that Cole Payton here, he could be a guy that could help the Chiefs out as a backup quarterback, a cheap pick, a guy you don't have to really risk a lot of capital on. And I mean, quite frankly, if you're looking at Jets, the Titans, I believe the Panthers even a little bit had him on the draft board when I was looking around. This is a guy that could be a theme for the Chiefs. And again, there's lots of holes and backups. I know where we're sitting, but you got to think about training camp. We got to think about all the possible injuries that could happen.
Tanner, tell us a little bit about his size and some of that stuff.
Yeah. I got you. So real quick here, he is at a 4.56 40-inch vert, 10 broad jump, 9.87 RAS. Very flexible guy, obviously, with the stats that you see.
Mm-hmm.
He's 6'3", 232. He's a left-handed quarterback.
So he ran a 4.56 and he's 6'3", 232.
Yeah. And he's a left-handed quarterback.
I do like the left-handed guys. I do like the left-handed.
Tebow.
Yeah.
So
Mark Brunell, maybe.
Yeah, right. I mean, he's definitely a day 3 guy. I mean, a lot of comparisons are Taysom Hill and Jalen Milroe. That comes into play.
Alabama.
Yep.
Similar kind of a skill set, I would suppose.
I mean, you're looking at late 5th, early in the 6th round kind of guy. I mean, again, we have so many draft picks. I feel like that we have.
He sounds like a musclehead, a guy that's built that way, 6'3",
He's
235.
not. He's not.
Sounds like Tebow.
Here's this.
Yeah, this Tim Tebow. Oh, dude, is that Tim Tebow?
That Tim Tebow?
I think that's
Tim
Tebow.
Tebow's kind of jacked. He's kind of
I
jacked.
do like
Kind of Jack.
He's kind of thick.
I'm a big Deer and Fox fan, so I do like the lefties.
This is a
Sport.
guy. This is a guy I wouldn't mind seeing picked to see what happens. Obviously, late. Obviously,
I was listening to a podcast today, and I can't remember if it was the ESPN guy, Todd McShay, or could have been Daniel Jeremiah. I can't remember that, but they were saying no, it wasn't Orlovsky. They were saying he could be a 3rd round, maybe sneak into the 2nd round.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it.
He's a diamond in the rough.
That's crazy.
I mean,
Well, there's some intangibles there. It sounds like measurables that are great.
I mean, 9.87 RAS at 6'3", and you're running a 4.56. Like,
now, I don't know if you have it pulled up, Tanner. What was this completion percentage like, and et cetera? Now, we know the history of athletic quarterbacks with great size. We've seen them with the Colts have done with theirs, and from Florida, by the way.
he did have a 11.3% big time throw rate, but I don't have the completion percentage on me.
Yeah, well, let's remember Anthony Richardson at one point back in the day. He was 47%. And we thought somehow that would translate to the NFL, and it never did, and it's never going to. I'll tell you that right now.
I think he started 15 games in college.
Yeah, it was very raw, and it was basically taking athletic ability over anything else, is what it was. And I hate that when it comes to quarterbacks.
My big theme with that is,
North Dakota State has been a great school for a long time.
Correct, and
I'll say
again,
that.
you can't compare it to what Trey Lance was when he came out, because he only played a couple games because of COVID. And then he was, like I said, next slice spread. Like, everybody loved him. There was one podcaster I worked with during that time frame that was like his life defendant. Like, he was like, oh, wait till he gets on the field. Wait till he gets on the field.
Yeah.
And we all know what happened after he got on the field. And I haven't seen that guy in a long time. So it's just kind of what happened. I think this is a better possible prospect. Again, like you said, 2nd, 3rd round guy. I would not be surprised if he's there late if he's there in the 6th round, again, a guy you throw out there, bring him into camp, see
Sure.
what he's got.
Sure.
Maybe you have a long-term backup in place.
Okay. I get it. Well, I appreciate bringing him up, man. That's something different. We
It
don't
is.
talk about quarterbacks in this show.
We
because
don't.
We've been very happy.
No need.
We've been very happy with our quarterback
I
situation.
figured if we're talking late round guys, that wouldn't be a position to maybe throw out for this last one.
Okay.
So
Well, good to know, man. Good to know. Well, are we finally ready for the real main event of the evening,
Let's do it.
Mr. Tanner?
it begins.
Get it going. Get the mock draft going. If you can get it,
Mike, I'm going to share with
run
you,
up.
bud.
Yeah, let me get it pulled up, Tanner, if we're ready, I guess. So we're basically the way this is going to work, guys, is we are doing a full Chiefs 7-round mock draft with every Chiefs draft pick, which means Tanner might take his guy later on. Who knows? But the keys are we must agree on 2 out of 4 of the players as we go, at least 2 out of 4, and then if it's 2 out of 4 split, then we get to argue our reason why, and one of us will fight it out, duke it out, and we'll figure it out from there.
Correct.
That's the way I'll put it for
All
you.
right, so we're doing 7
Does that have to be-
rounds, normal. We're doing consensus. We're doing this on
Yeah.
Pro Football Network, Sports Network. All right, yeah, Sports Network. And we're doing the Chiefs, of course. So
Yes, sir. Tanner, do you have our mock draft situation pulled up yet?
I got it pulled up.
All right, give me just a second. I'm going to log in so that way we can all see the. You might when JG gets back from taking his piss, you might show him the computer, or
If he wants to join.
if he wants to join, I suppose. All right. What's he doing over there? He's taking pisses all day. What's he doing?
You know him.
Oh, he's got his craps. All right, he's had a hell of a day. All right, so let me turn this down. All right, we are on. What is this? Pro Football Network? Is that what we're using for the mock, Tanner?
Correct.
Okay.
PFSN.
Oh wait, enlarge the screen. There we go.
There you go.
Perfect. All right, we got 7 rounds. We're gonna go normal speed, by the way, and we are going to allow for a trade if we get a good offer.
Correct. We're
With
looking at
the players
trades.
available in the first with the 9th overall pick, we should be open to that.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. The goal here is, like I said earlier, we want to have a better draft than whatever Brett Veach puts up. Seriously, that's our goal here as the Buffoons, is to sit back one day. Holy shit, the Royals won.
Good.
6-5.
Hey, we did it.
Oh boy.
We did it.
Benefits of a live podcast, I guess.
We did it.
6-5. That sounds like a nail biter. All right. What's this guy doing over here? What's he doing? He is not.
All right, here we go.
Snack
Let's go.
time.
Let's get going.
All right. He's trying to get some.
Here we
rice-
go.
the
We're
rice
in our
cake.
solo draft, and we go.
Yeah, let's get it going, man.
All right. On the left-hand side, you'll see the picks. Right-hand side, you'll see what we
Bailey's
have
gone.
available.
Downs is gone. Lemon's gone.
Right Tate gone.
Tate and Lemon both
All
went back
right.
to back.
Current trade offers, ladies and gentlemen.
So
we
we only
got
have one.
pick 9.
We only have one trade offer, by the way.
One trade off. Pick
That's all
9.
we got to work
Pick
with.
210.
So
Or
look,
23, 54, and 68
So,
from the Philadelphia
out of
Eagles.
curiosity, let's hide that real quick, Tanner. Let's hide that offer. I'm curious who's on the board at the moment. Our
Figured we'd
board.
have more trade offers with Sonny Styles on the board.
Yeah, Sony Styles is on the board. Mentor Delane. I have no interest personally in taking a tackle right now. I don't know if you guys do.
Nope.
So in this situation,
I
man,
could understand it if we did, but
I-
I know a lot of people would hate it.
We talked about it last week. I
Yeah.
explained why
Yeah.
the possibility could happen.
yeah, this is hard. I personally would be okay with Sonny Styles here.
Honestly, I would. Too.
I think he's so athletic, and he's going to be a great prospect. I think he's going to be a lot to work with, and I think he's going to be freaking awesome right away.
I would probably go Jermod McCoy.
McCoy now with the degenerative knee issues,
Degenerative
knee issues that have come out
Yes.
recently. You
No,
still pick
I
him.
haven't heard that.
That's something that came out as of yesterday.
Okay, I did not.
So
hear
there's a
that.
degenerative knee issue that basically is not going to be repairable. That he's going to have some knee problems as he gets older.
Now, is this just draft BS as we get closer, or is this?
You know, there's a lot of BS, so it's hard to say if that's BS or not.
'Cause
I'm telling you what I've heard.
in my eyes, that dude has the best film as a sophomore. He was shutting down dudes in the SEC. He's like my brother-in-law called it a apex predator.
Now, one thing
he's awesome.
I would argue a little bit is I would probably take Delane over him. And just because I've seen enough, and we had a podcast about a month and a half ago about him, where he was just the most locked down, shut down corner. It's speaking of like just statistically, basically where passer rating was the lowest in the SEC and was the lowest that in everything about it, passer percentage, passer rating, and just everything about his film was just top notch. So I don't know. What do you guys think about the idea of trading down here?
I would love it.
I don't hate
23.
it. I don't hate it
No,
though.
not-
The offer is 23.
But not 23 though.
No, I don't want it.
Because you get
This is a tough
23,
one.
54, but I don't think you need to necessarily go that far.
You know what, man?
I just noticed Jordan Tyson's still on the board.
Yes, correct. 17. I was just scrolling his way. That this is a
I
guy
know,
that was
I know that's a
projected.
scary. That's a scary.
And he's been projected in a lot of mock drafts way before Lemon, way before Tate.
Everything I'm hearing, he's going top 10.
Yeah.
The guy. I know I said it earlier. The guy's a smooth mover. He can get open against man. He can catch the ball. He's athletic.
To me, I think he still goes Sonny. If he's some reason,
I feel like
Sonny's
I want
there.
Sonny Styles here. If this is where the board falls,
yeah.
I think that's what I want because I'm getting the most athletic linebacker, which Arvell Reese, we talk about that, but
Correct.
Styles is going to be one of those guys that I think is going to be
great.
so special.
I
which
didn't-
we don't have on this roster. We
No.
don't have an athletic linebacker. That can do what he can
And
do.
I didn't think Sonny would be available at 9. That's the thing. I didn't think he would be here.
This is the way our board fell.
Yeah. I mean, well, I don't know. What are you thinking, Todd?
Do we have two of us going Styles here?
Jason?
I mean, it sounds like you guys got me. I'd probably go Tyson, honestly.
Jason?
Yeah, I'm going Tyson.
It's okay. There we go.
All right, so we
Start
have
your decision?
Yeah, I don't
We-
care about.
How we
I
do
don't,
this?
This
I don't
point
care about a linebacker.
this
That's
war
about
room
it.
could get real interesting if we got 2 and 2 split.
I don't care about the linebacker.
So he says no linebackers. He wants to go receiver there.
That means Monroe Freeling is the pick.
All right.
Hey, oh my god! Now, what about trading down to 23? Nobody wants to do that.
That's a little too far.
No, that's too far, dude.
Well,
You
you
can't
You also
trade
get
that.
picked,
54
you also
and
get picked
68.
54 and 68, which there's a lot of mid rounders, guys. We like. We talked about this a lot.
That's ridiculous. I'm not trading down that far.
To 23, but then you get 54 and 68, which
And you
we
get
like a lot of
then
guys
you
in
do
that range.
23, was it 29, 31, whatever it is? And then
Yeah, well,
actually
we'd be
don't
picking
mind that.
23 and 29.
You're the
I'm
guy
thinking
that
what the
wanted
offer
trade
is.
down. I mean,
What the offer is from the Eagles in this situation, we would get some good stuff out of
Absolutely.
this and depth, and we need a lot of stuff.
And
on this
we'd
roster.
get hung at the town square too.
You know
if we
what?
traded out of 9.
If we went back this far, but we kept 29, we have 23 and 29. We get
That's not actually
54,
that bad, dude.
68.
That's not that
I-
bad, dude.
Hey,
This is-
I actually like that.
Todd
that
Todd is the guy that convinced me that we should trade back from the very beginning. So
hey,
I think
I'm
we
team
should do it,
trade
dude.
back. For this.
Trade back.
This is the
if
one
that-
trade back
we just
get.
want to have fun
If,
here.
let's
if
trade
that
back and have
Chiefs
Let's
parade
just trade
killer
back
got
and
off,
stockpile.
Huh?
if that Chiefs parade killer already got off, like we're fine because he already got off free.
Well, so my thing is now we
We're
can
good.
stockpile.
We can
picks.
survive the
We can
town
stockpile
hall
picks
for sure.
stadium.
with this trade offer. We can stockpile picks.
I agree.
Yes, on it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You need to
Take
check
the
your
deal.
pants.
Let's move down to
I'm
23.
starting to smell something over here. You need to check your freaking underwear.
By the way,
stopped it.
Styles went to New York at number 10, which makes sense.
By the way, what do you want me to
Oh,
say?
here we
We
go.
go to number 5.
He went right after Chiefs pick, went number 10. So Omar Cooper,
I can
Falk
actually
is off.
smell
Okay,
that.
here we go. Tanner, we're not trading back again. Let's hide that. Let's get off of that. Who is our list? Oh boy. This is where we get interesting. This is where we have a lot of decisions to make here. Oh my.
Concepcion is a Kansas City
Did
looking
we-
wide receiver.
Did we make a
Hmm.
mistake? 23.
Peter Woods, Zion Young.
God.
You know,
It's looking real weird, man.
Yeah.
it is.
Spencer Fano, I mean, we won a tackle really bad. I mean, now that we're down at 23, we're going to take one no matter what. At some point in this draft, we're
To
going to take one
me,
no matter what.
to me, guys, I think we go Terrell or McDonald's.
Who?
This one,
Avion or who?
Avion.
Yeah, I think Terrell would be the guy to replace McDuffie in a lot of ways.
Do you not want more of a pass rusher from the D tackle position?
I mean, kinda. I don't know. I'm in for D tackle, and Peter Woods isn't going to be my solution to that either.
I'll tell you what, you guys might hate this. I might go Spencer Fano here.
OT.
Just because we're gonna have so many extra picks now in the mid rounds, we're gonna get those edges and corners we can attack. That I just get out of the way now.
What do you think?
That'd be my right tackle of the future, basically. I do like Colton Hood.
Because we'll get Colton in at 30 or whatever the hell it is. So
Well, we're about to pick again in 6 picks, so
yeah.
whoever you're seeing on the list is probably not going to be a big deal.
Is he the best player on the board?
Which one?
Fano,
Yeah,
Yeah.
by a long shot.
I just think that you could take care of it right away, get it out of the way, and then the O line is good, and you don't have to worry about it anymore.
I mean,
The
best
dude's
OT
got good
rank.
feet. He may not have long arms, but he does have pretty good feet.
Yeah, Tanner's pulling up the draft projection and some information about him.
Yeah, I'm good with Fano.
Okay with that?
I'd be all right with it.
You good with it?
All right, let's
Yeah.
go Fano because we have a lot of other picks, man.
Yeah.
This is where we get real fun. Take Fano first, and then we get fun after that. So the O line is now taken care of. Let's go ahead and put it that way. Next on the list, we're doing any more trades, man. We're not doing any more trades. Let's be happy with what we got currently.
Ooh, KC Conception still there?
Conception's still there.
Casey Nate.
I would throw out
Colton Hood.
Zion Young.
Zion Young is still there if you want an edge rusher. I think Conception makes sense in a lot of ways, though.
I would almost take Conception over Hood at this point.
So you would
World
take the
Series
receiver right now rather than later.
Correct.
Okay.
What's our next pick after 40? After getting that,
Well, we just got that deal
that
done.
haul, what was it, about 52 or so?
So
40.
after 40, no, after
And
40, our
then-
next pick would be then
50 something.
54 would be the next pick after that.
I actually like Casey Concepcion. He's got some questions about his hands. I think you can work on your hands. The dude, he's a 3-level mover to me. He can win at all 3 levels in my eyes.
Okay. I'm not against it. Not against it. We need a
Casey?
receiver. I'm good with Casey.
Yeah, KC it is.
Okay. Well, this is very different from what I expected to walk
For sure.
into for on this, but dude, every mock is so crazy. It's hard to tell what's going to happen.
Holy
Chiefs coming up,
cow.
pick.
Cold Hood's there.
40. He's still there.
Cold Hood's there. We got to take.
Oh, we got yeah. I'm up for it.
Corner or edge.
I think you
Yeah.
go Hood.
I'm good with Hood.
Hood has to be the
100%.
pick.
That's because I was thinking about Hood the previous time.
Yeah.
So you get your corner there. Take Hood. Without a
Now
doubt.
we got 14 picks.
54 coming up after this trade we did.
Malachi Lawrence.
Next pick, 54.
Well, see if Gabe Bacchus is there. I know you like Lawrence, but I kind of like Gabe Bacchus, man. So maybe where we'd see what happens.
Gone.
Oh. All right, let's get that off of there. Ooh, Caleb Banks is available. Anthony Hill. I do like Anthony Hill. And Eli Stowers had a really good combine.
Did we just take Colton Hood?
Mm-hmm.
So I do like Banks being there, man. Not gonna lie. That gets your D tackle out of the way.
Roll up about 3 or 4 guys. Just
Chris Brazel, big fan of him.
yeah, I'm with Mike. I think
Ted Hurst is there. Here's the thing: if you don't take, what's our next pick after this, Tanner? We need to think ahead a little bit.
68.
60. Oh
so about
gosh.
14 picks. That's getting close to Jacas territory. Was it Jacas? How you say it again?
Gabe Bacchus.
Jacas.
Gabe
Jackass.
Bacchus. Gabe Jackass.
Jackass.
Well, is he already gone? Is he already off the boards? That happened. I feel like he's already
Check the
gone.
defense, Tanner.
Oh, defense.
I think
Go to edge.
Gabe Bacchus is already gone.
He gone. Yeah, he's gone. Ooh.
What's going on? Yeah, he's gone. Gabe Bacchus is gone. All right,
This is turning into
so somebody else took Gabe Bacchus. He's gone.
Is that Fago?
I personally
Fago still
would
on
be
the
good
board?
with Caleb Banks here.
that's fine.
I think it takes care of interior D tackle. You don't have to think about it or worry about it. Roll with it. Hope he's your future. Hope he's your next Chris Jones.
Hope he stays
Oh,
healthy.
yeah, Gabe went 38.
Holy cow.
Yeah, Gabe went right before a Chiefs pick. or before Colton Hood, actually. Makes sense. I mean, I get it, man. I like Gabe Jacas, man. Told you guys, he's like a Justin Houston light.
All right, we all for Caleb Banks.
Let's do it.
I'm good with Caleb Banks here.
Yeah, I'm good.
Massive.
Yeah, it's going to be good for the interior, man. We're
So what are we
stopping that
looking
run.
at?
All right, next
We're
Chiefs
looking like
pick.
Derek Moore for an edge or something like that.
Good point.
E.
It's a good point. All right, coming up.
Nope.
I don't want to do it. Did we screw up the Chiefs?
Yeah, we're fired.
Those edges are gone, aren't they? You got to make a trade for that edge.
Yeah, we screwed the Chiefs over, dude. Yeah,
Oh,
go.
boy. Yeah, rolling down the list. No edges available, I guess.
But AJ
Derek
Halsey,
Moore would
Let's
probably
go.
be the edge.
AJ Halsey out here is still dropping.
Tanner, just go to the edges real quick.
Go.
See who's available.
We probably should have went edge at 30
God.
or 29.
You're stuck with LT Overton.
Your next pick, 74.
It's over.
I think
Let's
the
quit.
edge
You wanna
edge
quit?
game is probably over with us.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. What can you say?
Oh, hold on.
What can you say?
Hold on. Derek Moore is there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, he's there.
Derek Moore is there. So he's kind of. I think he's probably going to be your guy.
6'3", 250, right?
Yeah. No, I watched some Derek Moore. I mean, it wasn't bad,
At 68?
dude.
You got to
We sort of have to at this point.
Yeah.
We sort of have to with the way this is unfolding.
Okay. I'm down for it.
Yeah, go Derek Moore,
By
man.
the way, the Chiefs would never trade down to 23 in my eyes.
No, it
In
didn't.
real life.
That's pretty low.
No, it's never-
Well, that's the only offer we had too.
for sure.
Derek Moore?
I think we kind of have to, just based on the way the rest of the edge situation looks. You have to get one. All right, 74. We can now refocus back on other positions. Ted Hurst, by the way, still available. I actually would love Ted Hurst here. That is actually my pick.
You guys like Eli Stowers or
If you want
Oscar
another,
Delp?
if you want, well, Stowers is purely a receiving tight end.
okay?
And then Kelp is more of a, I don't know. I think there's stuff to work on there. Not my favorite prospects by any means.
Okay.
Delp, I should say.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I
asking
probably wouldn't go.
questions.
I probably wouldn't
think
go
there's-
tight end.
I think we can wait on tight end because there's some athletic bastards later on.
David Ignis,
cornerback.
Ignosium?
Big Bob.
Well, hold on. Did we, Tanner? If you look at our draft picks,
Sarats though.
we already had our top corner pit taken.
Yeah, we
right?
got Hood, but we need more.
Well, yeah. Get Hood. Probably look for a safety at some point soon. I personally want to take Ted Hurst here, but if you guys see somebody else,
Tanner, can you scroll down about 4 or 5? Kyle Lewis, I've heard some decent stuff about him, but I'd be good with Ted Hurst.
I'm going
I
with
ju-
that.
I-
Size,
it's
receiving.
and its depth,
Yeah,
which we need right
absolutely. What we got? 3 guys, 4 guys? We
now. That's
got
what I'm
only got
going
4
with.
guys.
That's what I'm going with.
I'm good with
My
Hurst.
pick is Ted Hurst.
Okay.
Sure, I'm with it.
I'm good with it.
All in, dude. Ted Hurst.
We talked about him, guys.
What can
Remember
you say?
about 2 months
Yeah,
ago?
the draft.
Next pick, 109.
All right, that's fine. Well, some things fall off the board and see what happens.
You guys think we'll double up at D tackle or edge?
I think Ed.
Edge needs it probably.
I don't think D tackle you will. I think
Tackle-
Ed
tackle.
you
Tackle
will.
take one guy.
Is who was the guy we got last year? The pass rushing specialist guy.
Omar Norman Lott.
Yeah.
God.
Is he
Oh,
even
there's-
healthy?
Is he? I don't think he's really ever healthy.
He's
Really,
a junior varsity player. last
Yeah,
year.
something like that.
he's not trustworthy, in my opinion. All right, Tanner, what do we got on the list? Looking at tight end at the top. Emmett Johnson, yeah, we'll talk about him. To Carter
I've been
Harris.
taking a lot of
Lee.
Willie, Devin Moore,
Julian
Everett.
Neal is another one that's I kind of like. Let's see. This is your running back / tight end territory that would make sense for the Chiefs at this point. Dylan Everett is still in there. There's a lot of corners right here. Wow, it's a lot of corners. Jeez.
I think we probably pop on a corner.
See, for
What was
me,
the fourth
it'd
round?
be Devin
Yeah,
Moore
fourth round.
for me, but
He's long, isn't he?
mhm,
6'3".
I think so. I think that's what he was.
So you guys like Devin Moore over Dylan Everett? Is what you say?
Everett's got good size too, though. I think he's 6'1".
And Devin Moore 6'3",
Yeah.
200 pounds. Yeah. There's a lot to work with there.
Sandstein.
Yeah. Well, yeah, dude, hand
Everett.
size is so overrated anyway when it comes to this kind of stuff.
9.89. Oh, man.
Yeah,
that might
pretty-
get me.
what?
That might get me.
Let's do it.
I
Yeah.
think Everett.
I'm okay with it.
Everett?
I can live with that. Yeah.
Everett it is. Here we
I
go.
noticed Eli Raradon went up right before our last pick.
Yeah.
One of the tight ends I talked about.
Yeah. Okay, we're going Everett.
Okay. I can deal with that.
Next pick,
Jason, you good with that?
148.
Yeah,
I think our next couple of picks, we got to focus on running back and tight end, actually.
All right.
We'll see. Maybe linebackers. show
I was
up
going to say, what about a linebacker?
here. We'll see if Jack Kelly falls. Would be mine.
They'll fall. I believe in him.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Mm-hmm.
Pick is 148. All right. All right. Coming up. Here we go. What's on the list, man? What do we got to pick from?
Let's trade down.
I don't want to trade down this morning.
Harold
Harold Perkins. Harold Perkins. Okay, that's the first name I saw that stood up. Tanner, there's your guy, Cole Payton.
Yeah. Cole Payton's there.
I'm telling you right now, I'm going to disagree if you want to take him right now. I'm not-
I like Harold Perkins a lot.
I like Harold Perkins as a linebacker to fit in. It would make sense.
Kennedy from Oregon.
Tarian York's really short. He's like 5'10".
That guy's
Ooh,
massive.
by the way, Jeff Caldwell, Tanner. I know we already have two receivers, but some on the
Gotta
list.
watch out for.
I'm just saying, got to watch out for as we go. But
What are the running back options?
yeah, I don't see any running backs yet.
Yeah, it looks like they all got taken in the fourth. It's over.
Oh boy, it's looking a little bleak at this point with the running backs.
Mhm.
Wow, running backs are gone.
Yeah.
Well, damn. I guess now we know. Based on
round.
this,
You gotta go see if Clyde Edwards-Helaire is still available.
basically,
Pick him
if
up.
you want a running back, you got to go fourth round or bust at that point. All
Yeah,
right,
man.
man. We need a linebacker. I'm cool with Harold Perkins
Let's do it.
being the guy at that point. Yeah, I can deal with it.
Harold Perkins it is.
I'm good
I'm
with
down
that.
for it.
We can deal with that.
Next pick, 169.
Look at tight ends next,
Nice.
Tanner. Let's look at tight ends next specifically. Get somebody athletic come in here and replace some of the other athletic guys that never panned out.
There's our guy, Tanner Koziel.
Oh, did he go off the
Take it.
board? Is he gone?
No, he's still there. He's still there.
There.
Is he?
He's still there.
there.
Okay.
Next pick,
Yeah.
176. I think we could win a tight end.
I think we got like 3 picks in the next.
All right. So then, what's your other position you think about here? For me, safety
There's my guy.
or running back.
Well,
You're kind of
we've
forcing
already
a running back.
established that the running back.
It's not
We
great,
missed the boat on that.
apparently.
Check the safeties out.
Yeah, safety
There's
might be the
Jack
way to
Kelly.
go here. Yeah, Jack Kelly's still there. Well, we
Yeah,
took a
he is.
linebacker. God damn.
What safeties? Where's an Iowa safety? There's
Lorenzo
always good Iowa
Styles?
safeties.
Ooh, Cole Wisniewski from Texas Tech. That's a good one. Wisniewski's still on the board, Tanner. I like him.
Do that or Jack Kelly.
Which one?
Well, we just took a linebacker before this.
246.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
246 for Cole. So
Man, it's so hard to tell what's going to happen now. At this point in the draft, it's kind of a free for all. It's
Yeah,
basically the
it's-
guys you like, you take.
yeah. Take them if you like them.
I like Wisniewski here. We didn't take a safety yet, so that'd be my route.
Okay.
And then defense is done for now. Rest of the draft, well, for the most part, needs to be either interior O line or running back. Get a tight end maybe.
Who's the fastest running back out there?
Yeah, I just saw Tyreek Sapp went off the board. Okay.
Defense, running back.
Got Cole Payton still on the board. Oh man.
Jade
That's
Knott,
so
and he a pretty
hard.
quick running back.
This is
Take Cole Payton. What is it, 6th round?
it's a 6th round, but I still think we have needs at tight end and running back here.
Shoot, you could throw a dart and just get one of them.
Yeah.
Dart throw, baby.
I think we go.
Darth
I think we
Vader.
go Tanner Koziel.
I'm cool with it. We saw the
Sure.
athletic score. Tanner hit a Ross of like a 9.8 or something.
He's
Mhm.
pretty tall too.
Yeah, very tall.
6'7".
6'7", 240 pounds. Like
Yeah.
I
athletic.
can go. If you want to go tight end,
So
I go
a lot to
Tanner.
work with on that at least.
Yeah.
I mean, I give him some props on that. So I'd be okay with it. It would make sense at least.
Yeah. Okay. We're going Tanner. 176.
I'm in.
All right, so we're still looking at running back at some point here, trying to hit another home run with kind of what we
We
got.
just got one more pick, don't we?
I think so.
7th round, no? Do we have a couple?
I don't know that we have a 7th rounder. I think we maybe have one 6th rounder.
I thought we had like a bunch of 7th rounders.
It doesn't say next
my
pick.
picks.
It doesn't say next pick.
It's over.
What?
We're done.
Over.
Are the 7ths all gone?
think so.
Each traded all the 7ths.
I didn't even know about that.
I thought we had 7s.
I had to be like 2 of them.
Game over.
All right. Well, while it's doing the simulation, Tanner, go to my picks. Let's look at the final outcome of what we came up with.
Hmm.
Not gonna lie, it's not my favorite thing, man.
Sounds like it's rigged. Is it rigged?
Our draft, there's some good things there. There's some good things there without a doubt.
Yeah, I
First
think
4
it's
I
rigged,
like,
dude.
but
It's
we
rigged.
didn't get an edge in the first 4.
Well, I like Ted Hurst, I like Dalen Everett quite a bit. Wisniewski, guys, is pretty good. He's going to be a good depth piece somewhere. We got no running backs, so
Mm.
we just get to die with that, I guess.
The whole draft was rigged. I think somebody had their hand in there.
Now I wonder if trading
they have
back,
their hand in the
trading back
cookie
was
jar,
actually
Mike?
a bad idea. Now,
Yeah.
somebody had their
Like I
hand.
said, I don't think it ever happened in real life. So
well, this was the
Somebody
official
had their hand in
Buffoons
that
draft.
cookie
It's
jar.
going to be saved in history. So,
Well, yeah, because we traded pick 210.
right.
Mm,
So that was our
that's true.
oh, yeah.
that was our
Okay.
one.
Yep. That's right.
Well, let's hope those players pan out one day. I'll be honest. If that's the way the Chiefs draft actually unfolds, I'll be a little unhappy.
I won't like it.
So that's why I'll look at it. That's,
I think there's good value what we saw, but not necessarily the holes we wanted to fill. Right?
Yeah, that was not the prettiest, but
You
I'm not
know,
gonna lie. Most of the mocks I've done, I've also not really been happy with either. Like I've seen a lot of like just like I can't find a perfect mock. Doesn't happen.
It's tough.
at the end of the day, that was a horrible draft. But it's a horrible draft. But it will not be. You can't possibly be worse than Beach. Beach will be worse
We're gonna
than
find
that.
out pretty soon.
Beach will be worse than that. And then at the end of the day, what are you gonna say to yourself? What can you say?
Dude.
Fuck them.
We just gave in to taking a right tackle with our first round pick. Like, and I've been totally against that all along. So the fact that has happened and it wasn't Monroe Freeling is like, well, we might be stupid.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
Probably think we probably should have taken an edge or something at 20.
Well, I think what screwed us is that the trade down proposition was pretty poor.
Yeah.
When I'm 23, I wanted to go to the teens, if anything. And so at that point, maybe we should have just taken.
I think we caved in to the one offer.
We did cave in. I think we could have gone a different direction. Sony Styles was there, which I think still was going to be awesome.
Our situation is exactly why I think there's a possibility we could go left tackle or right tackle at 9.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. That's insane.
Okay, but if
might
it
be
happens,
insane, but
I'm telling you right now, I want Freeling if we have to do it.
I agree.
That's what I want the
I have
most.
no problem with that.
I told Jason last week, and I think you said something similar on last week's show. Freeling to me is a better prospect than Eric Fisher was.
I said that last week.
as a second or third year player.
Yeah.
in my eyes.
Yeah, last week I said if Freeling was in that 2013 draft class, he would have been, in my opinion, ranked above Eric Fisher as
Yeah.
a prospect and been the number 1 overall pick.
And and Andy Reid loves him some long athletic tackles.
Yeah, he's got the 35-inch arms almost. I mean, he's got everything.
For that reason, he's
Athletic
probably
as hell.
salivating over that dude.
Yeah.
And if it comes to something like that comes up in the draft, it's not going to surprise me one bit if we take someone like that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it'll be popular because I know it won't.
I'll hate it a little bit, but I will say my top prospect as a tackle is Freeling. But I will hate it a little bit because I want a skill position player in the 9th overall pick is all.
Yeah.
Should have taken Jordan Tyson.
Maybe we should have. And that way,
Yeah.
if we had done that, we wouldn't have taken Hurst and Conception. And then Tyson receiver would have been taken care of.
Right.
And then move on from there, I guess. So, man.
That was fun, though.
You know what? Maybe Veach has a hard job. You know what? Maybe we'd say that.
Do you feel sorry for him now?
No, I don't.
Well, that's I've been telling you guys this for I don't know how long. When you have a job like Beach and you get all these rings laying around your house, at some point you're just like, okay, I've been to the mountaintop and I don't give a shit anymore. So
There's nothing left to do.
Yeah.
What can you say? Fuck them.
It is what it is. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate y'all hanging out and sticking through the mock draft with us. Man, it's been a hell of a draft season and a lot of confusion. I'll put it this way: like I spent a lot of time on prospects, and there's a lot of guys I like and a lot of guys I don't care for. But man, with what the Chiefs are going to be doing here coming up, I'm more confused now than ever before with what we need and what we're going to do because the Chiefs have a lot of holes and the Chiefs also are really good at confusing the media and reporters about what's going on. Maybe they're not sleeping with reporters. Maybe that's the problem is that they need to do a better job about that and give away information that's accurate. Instead, it's about a bunch of fluff because they're not getting enough head. And so they'll lie to your ass every day. And so anyways,
not getting enough head. Is that what you said?
Well, I'm just saying, like,
all of it.
If a reporter was to give you head,
we're transitioning. We're transitioning back into the Mike Vrabel.
I'm just saying you
segment,
might give more information that's accurate if you've got enough head.
Okay.
From a reporter, instead, you're feeding reporters lies
Gotcha.
all day long. Lies. Because you know what? Mr. Andy Reid is not happy. He's not getting what he wants. So, anyways, that's kind of what I think's going on. There's a lot of fluff going on out there because you're not getting what you want from reporters. But
Mike Vrabel's getting a lot of head these days.
Oh, I'm not. What's that have to do with anything? I'm not talking about that.
All right. What can you say? Well, we'll get off that subject.
Yeah, man, that's fucking inappropriate. All right, guys. Well, anyways, Todd, I appreciate you joining with us. You guys
thanks, Todd.
sticking through the mock draft
Appreciate
as well as some of the breakdowns of some of the players, man. I hope that the breakdowns over the course of the last 2 to 3 months have been helpful for you guys. I hope that we've put our thoughts out there, and that way we can look back at this one day and say, "Hey, the buffoons are right, or they're total dumbasses." One of the, we'll find out.
Probably both. Probably
a little bit of both. But
It's a coin toss. Coin toss from day to day.
Good luck.
Good luck.
What did you just hit?
The blue one. What's that do?
I don't know. Look at what's on the screen.
No, it's green. Green.
Okay, the plus. All right. Well, anyways. All right, guys. Any final words before we get out of here?
It's draft season. Let's see what happens.
Enjoy the weekend.
Can't wait. Exactly.
It's gonna be
The
fun.
weekend starts pretty much now. I got Friday off, and I'm just gonna.
Nice.
It's gonna be a hell of a time, man. So hopefully things go well, and we'll see what happens. But, anyways, with that said, man, I will see you guys on the next one.
Outro.
See you guys.